Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 3. So today is the day after tomorrow and my run of bad luck continues. For some stupid reason I decided to update my capture card software. And of course it all went to shit, it barely worked. Then I couldn't restore the old one, then I had system restore. It was just a friggin' nightmare. I don't know why I ever bothered. Although it did have a proper push to talk setting which would be worth having. But it didn't work, so yeah. Records of Arkrith mythology. Oh, I often heard stories from these books when I was little. Volume 1, the beginning. Shall I read you some, Yuki? Let's see. Before time itself, the world was amorphous and dark. This looks complicated. Of course it does, it's an anthology of myths. When I heard the story, it started from this section. The story of long ago. Let's read from here instead. Long ago there was a world known as the Verse Realm. It was inhabited by beautiful guardians and winged humans. It was rich and overflowing with happiness, which was then carried into our world as well. It sounds a lot different than the Verse Realm in Randoto. Well, this story tells us about the true Verse Realm. That's enough for now. Oops. Let's see. At one time, giant black spheres appeared and consumed our houses, cattle, and even people. Trees of the forest, earth of the mountains, and water of the sea were all consumed by the spheres. We couldn't run. Black spheres? Could they be talking about verse spheres? Yes, long ago verse spheres were out of control in our world, turning it to a vast, lifeless wilderness. The few survivors fled to the top of a hill, but all they could do was wait for the end. That's all. Oh, these books are not very long, are they? The survivors from Volume 2 were in a desperate situation on the hill, and then Griff and 4 other guardians, along with the winged people, descended upon that final hill when the world was in chaos. Griff and the others fought intensely for 7 days to seal the black spheres and to end the destruction. How did Griff and the others fight? Well, that part is written in detail. It's really long. Basically, Griff and the others fought victoriously and sealed the spheres. That's all for this volume. The black spheres were sealed, but no one could understand the language of the Guardians. But just then, a young girl stepped forward from among the survivors. She was able to act as a mediator, conveying everyone's feelings. Hey, was she the very first communicator? Yes, she then learned that the black spheres were a curse, unleashed by being at equal strength to the Guardians in strength. Guardians came down from the Verse Realm to put an end to the curse, and the survivors looked up to them as gods. So the Guardians moved on to various parts of our world to protect it from danger. When the Guardians scattered to various regions, Griff left a map to the Holy Lands and returned to the Verse Realm. Would that Holy Land be Arkrith by any chance? Yes, the survivors planted seeds to restore the ruined world while on their journey to Arkrith. On the way they found each Guardian again. Some people decided to stay and watch over them and started settlements. After many generations they found Arkrith and built a temple, and the world was green again. After an arduous journey, the people finally made it to Arkrith. It was there that Griff appeared to them once again. From then on, the people would protect their holy land, and the communicator would relay the Guardian's words to them. In closing, no matter how long the journey is, keep the faith and press on to better things. The end. Guardians, an evil being, communicators and priests. Wonder how much of that really happened. I'm not sure, but the temple is here. Also Griff and a line of communicators, including my brother and I, exists. I believe it all happened as written. After all, that makes it more exciting, right? Sure, but mythical writings aren't history books, they can tell us a lot about culture though. The Existence of Guardians. Looks like a tough read. Should I look through it? Prodigious guardians have descended upon this world, vying to protect earth, forest and sky to the very end. Acting on Griff's holy words will ultimately protect our world from catastrophic events. Griff, huh? I'm not really convinced, but if Griff really protects the world, we should be grateful. The Communicator's Soul. This looks like a book about Alfina's bloodline. The Noble Communicator's power is basically a contract, bonding our world with his land, and is passed on by the soul. The Communicator's soul will never die, as long as it is passed on through the power of bonds. So Alfina's brother is a communicator too, I guess. Maybe that has something to do with the power of bonds. I wish it was easier to read. There's something sandwiched between this book. It looks like an old letter. What a horrible priest I am. I've fallen for Michelle, the communicator of all people. I've never felt this way before. This sounds like a juicy love letter or something. What's it doing here? As I try to put these thoughts behind me, I find myself longing for her even more. Can I go on living in secret like this? I can't leave the temple. That would be betraying Griff and Michelle. Please, my friend, tell me what I should do. Derek Williams. And that's the end. I wonder if Derek ever mustered up enough courage to tell Michelle how he felt. Well, I don't see why. You could talk to God and talk to your boyfriend. I don't see how that would be, impossible. Where Love is Found sounds like a romance novel. Hey, there's something stuck between the pages. A letter. Dear Derek, I read your letter, but the bishop has already betrothed me to someone else. This is how a communicator must live. As you're a priest, I know you can understand. I hope we can continue to be the best of friends. That is the way it should always be. Poor Derek. Wait a minute, there's another letter here. This must be Michelle's final letter. Derek, I can't do it. I just can't live without you. I know I don't need to write this. I'm going to be strong and tell you in person. But I'll leave this letter behind as proof of my rebellion, and also as a reminder to never again betray my true feelings. Michelle de Pamela. Yes, it looks like a happy ending after all. I mean, communicator or not, it shouldn't really matter. So there we go, you can nail a communicator. A day in the life of a priest. The priesthood must be a really strict way of life. Rise at 4 AM, brush teeth, wash face, offer a morning prayer to Griff. Ouch, that's pretty early. Already looks like I'm not cut out to be a priest. At 6 AM, offer a prayer before eating breakfast. Another prayer? Sounds like I'd starve to death on this schedule. At 8 AM, go to the cathedral and listen to the bishop's lecture for 3 hours. I can't even be lectured by Miranda for 5 minutes without going nuts. This doesn't look like the life for me. Let's see here. Researching the verse realm. This looks a little hard too. As seen in their literature, people of the verse realm are scientifically superior to us in countless ways. Their natural wings endow them with the ability to fly among the clouds. Some of them even reside in the sky. Definitely wasn't anyone flying around. I wonder if that lifeless world we saw really was the verse realm. Hello sir, it's been a long time, hasn't it? I just got back. A long time you say? Back from where? Still the same old librarian. Do you think about anything other than old books? Well, I'm glad you're looking healthy at least. I think you're in the same spot you were when I left. Of course I am. The only time I ever leave the room is to bathe and, well, What do you do all day cooped up in this old library? Well, son, I decipher ancient literature, of course. Dipping a bucket into the vast sea of knowledge is quite a job. Yeah, he leaves the room to masturbate. That was a bit crude on it. That was needlessly crude. I apologise. It's wonderful to have you back, Alfina. After you were separated from your guide, I didn't know what to think. I'm sorry to have worried you, but Yuki and so many others helped me. That's how I was able to make it back. I see. Because you're a virtuous young lady, no doubt. You have my greatest admiration. By the way, is this room the same as it's always been? Yes, and don't worry, we've kept it very well maintained. First things first, however, you should go and see the bishop. He's been very worried about you. Oh, let me go in here. Wonder if this is Alfina's room then. Oh, well, that was underwhelming. I guess we better go and see the bish. You there, have you completed the purification requirements for viewing the ceremony? Me? What purification requirements? Chanting of the sacred prayer, pouring of cold water on the head, 12 times. This is common sense for a ceremony. Cold water? In midwinter? Of course, the mighty Griff, supreme guardian of our world, will soon descend upon our sanctuary. Okay, well sorry, but we didn't come here to worship. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's got bigger problems than whether we've splashed cold water on our head 12 times. Lady Alfina, we're thrilled to have you back during such perilous times. Perilous? Yes, according to reports from across the world, Earth spheres have been appearing all over, causing serious devastation. Earth spheres? We got sucked into one of those things. Without a communicator, we thought a major catastrophe might happen as it did long ago. Sorry to have worried you. Yes, I have to make contact with Griff at once. Okay, I think we're going to have the world opened up and go and close some verse spheres. Grandpa! Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. That golden hair. Could it be? Yes, it's me, Alfina. I've only just returned. Oh my. When you left, you barely came up to my waist. Oh, Grandpa. Grandpa? I mean, Your Holiness. The reason I came here is that I will be taking over for my brother. I will speak with Griff. Excellent, my child. But the ceremony is tomorrow. Perhaps we should postpone. No, the ceremony will go on, as planned. Please let me do this. Alfina? Are you sure? Yes, please. Very well then. A room shall be prepared for you. Please try and relax tonight. Thank you. But first, I have a favour to ask. By all means, ask. Could you show me the broom my brother used while he was here? Amelius's room. Of course, I'd be glad to. I'll have the door opened. You remember where it is? Go up the east stairway and it's the first on your right. Hopefully we're not going to get converted into whatever cult he's in now, not this cult. Oh, probably that one there. Well, he's been cooking recently, has he? It's a diary from when my brother was little. Alfina. Yes. Just then, I heard a branch breaking behind me. I slowly turned around to see a fawn with big round eyes looking at me. It looked very frightened. What is it? Continue, Emilius. Why was I chosen to be a communicator? That was determined long ago. People call it fate. So it was the Guardians who chose my fate? That's right. As long as the Guardians exist, you are fated to be their communicator. Even if I don't want to be a communicator? He just looked at me with those cold eyes of his and didn't say a thing. But I knew there was an invisible power keeping me here. Why couldn't I have wings and be free like the birds? Emilius. I never knew he... Alfina. You should get some rest. You've been through a lot. How could Emilius think such things about the Guardians? Alfina? Not sure that really helps me. And you got raging fire in here. This door is locked. What's on the other side? The viewing room. You'll be watching from there on the day of the ceremony. Now that you mention it, that other man disappeared too, along with Emilius. Who was that? He was a teacher? A teacher? Alfina's brother's teacher? That's right, he was Emilius's tutor. Oh, come now. What was his name? So you're saying that tutor disappeared too? Yes, but he was the kind to just come and go as he pleased. Who knows, he might pop up again any day now. This will be our first female communicator in 9 generations. I was worried we might not find the proper robes for a girl. Wow, so before Alfina there was a long line of male communicators. Only male communicators have been born for the past 9 generations. Then Emilius was born on top of that. Emilius, that's Alfina's older brother. How many years have gone by since he left? It's been 3 years since he disappeared. What could he be up to now? I'm quite worried, you know. He was smart and full of zeal, but he also had a sensitive side to him. Perhaps we'll hear news of Emilius's whereabouts at the next ceremony. That's the second place we've been found in this game that's clearly somewhere you can go that's been gated off. I'm sure the world will open up at some point, because we're going to have to get a plane at some point. You're looking a bit pale today, Alfina. Are you feeling alright? Don't worry, I'll be just fine. Please don't do anything strenuous. Perhaps you'd better retire for the rest of the day. I have a room prepared for you at the end of the west hallway. I wonder what happens if we just try and go through here. Oh, it lets you go through there. I didn't expect that. Isn't it, Alfina? We were so worried. I thought maybe you fell down and started crying like you did as a little girl. I'm sorry. It's just that so much happened on the way here. I was being chased by a giant man. Miranda helped me. Then we rode on Alonso's ship, and Yuki brought me in his plane. Goodness, it sounds like our new communicator is quite the adventurer. I'm just glad you're alright. Welcome back, Alfina. Though she was meant to be kind, I thought she was being a sarky little bitch. And lots of swearing today. Try and cut back on the swearing and the unnecessary crudeness. Oh, I kind of figured end of the west hallway was this one. Must be on the left. No. I can't mess it that bad, can I? Oi! Your room has been prepared, sir. Are you ready to retire? Yeah, I think we should at least sleep in the same room, though. You know, I'm not trying to hit on her. Just, I'm pretty paranoid. What if a brother comes in through the balcony or something? I don't think we should split up. The ceremony will start early tomorrow. If you want to see more of the temple, I suggest you do it today. Well, there's nothing really to buy here. I've seen enough, thanks. Allow me to show you to your rooms. This is Yuki's, and that is Miss Alfina's. I hope they are satisfactory. Wait a moment. Why are Yuki and I in separate rooms? Good thinking, Alfina. That is why you're number 2 in this party. That is exactly right. What? Well, that is, you see, put us in the same room. Yuki and I still have a lot to talk about. Alfina, can't we just talk tomorrow? It has to be today. Yeah, come on, man. Don't botch this. If we're in separate rooms and she turns into like a bat demon thing, then we'll be screwed. Please, Miss Alfina, you've no idea what the bishop would do to me if I allowed something like that. I'm sorry. I'm being selfish. Oh, no, not at all. I'm just glad you understand the position I'm in. Well then, good night. She better sneak in, because this is just going to get us, we're just going to get owned or something.
Who's that? At this hour? Alfina!
I couldn't sleep.
But... Just get in here.
Amazing. It hasn't changed a bit.
Huh?
Well, you see, this is the place where I slept when I was just a little girl.
Really? So this was your room? Wow.
When I was a child, this room seemed so gigantic to me. It made me feel as though I was the only person in the whole world.
You were all alone?
Mm-mm. It's still here. Come and look.
Huh?
See? This is me. Or it's supposed to be anyway.
Are you the one who drew it?
Mm-hmm.
And the person next to you? Is that...
Yes, my brother Emilius.
That picture is creepy as anything.
It was 12 years ago. I watched the ceremony from here. A communicator conveys the Guardian's words. We deliver the guidance and wisdom of the Guardians to the world. I had complete faith in my brother. I believed that he was destined to become a communicator. But that was then. Now, I guess that destiny is mine.
That isn't true, Alfina.
Huh?
You choose the path you want to follow in life.
Yuki.
Both of us chose to come here. We decided.
Your hands are so nice and warm.
I hope it'll be sunny tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Master Yuki, the ceremony is about to begin. Please make your way to the viewing area. It's a ceremony. Good. It's nice and sunny. I'll be watching. Good luck, Alfina. So, I think we'll actually do the ceremony next session, and I was meant to do it today, but I'm going to do it next episode. Thanks for watching. Come back for the next part of Grandia 3.